Hey guys, Jonathan here, and LEGO has revealed the long-awaited Avengers Endgame Final Battle set, and man, I'm so disappointed. This set drops on May 1st for $100 with only 621 pieces and 9 minifigs. Getting 9 minifigs in a licensed set is pretty epic, especially with one of those being a big fig, but when you consider that only 2 of those minifigs are new and exclusive, it takes a lot of wind out of the sails. Not to mention, of these 9 minifigs, 4 of them already come in the Civil War Airport battle set that just came out earlier this year. So if you paid $100 for that already, now you're paying another $100 and getting doubles of the same minifigs you just bought. That's not even counting Black Panther that came in another set, or Captain America that came in several 2024 sets, not to mention Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, and Thanos, who have all been around for a few years now. It gets even worse when you consider that not only are many of these minifigs reuses from older sets, but 3 of the main heroes aren't even accurate to Endgame. Black Panther has a generic comic-inspired torso, Captain America has his Age of Ultron torso, and Doctor Strange is in his Multiverse of Madness torso attire. I get that all of these pieces are retired now, but compare it to the original versions of these characters from Endgame that we got in the 2021 Infinity Saga line, and it's actually crazy to see how little effort was put into making this set's minifigs accurate when this set is a dream come true for so many of us, but falls short. Okay, well, with all that out of the way, let's shift to talking about the things here that are new. This is our first proper main hero suit Ant-Man minifig since Ant-Man and the Wasp in 2018. Sure, we got the Quantum Suit one in 2019, but that's not the true hero suit. So to me, it's crazy that we haven't had a real Ant-Man minifig in 6 years of any kind, in 7 years since he's had his actual hero suit. So I know a lot of people, myself included, will be excited by this. Objectively, the new torso is a lot better than the 2018 one, and of course, the more accurate helmet is a welcome addition. But the loss of leg printing is definitely disappointing, although not that surprising for LEGO Marvel as of these days. We do also get a Giant Man build, which is literally just an Ant-Man mech. Considering most LEGO Marvel mechs are $15 and around 115 pieces or so, 15% of the price of this set and 19% of the bricks in it are allocated just to this mech. When you consider that the Giant Man build from 2016's Airport Battle was and is a fan favorite to this day, and probably at 150 to 200 pieces on its own by my estimation, wouldn't you be much more excited to get something like that rather than another mech that's shoehorned into this diorama set? Put another way, the 2016 Giant Man build makes sense in universe, because when Ant-Man grows, he just becomes a giant minifig. But now, it suggests that Ant-Man grows and becomes a mech? Does that mean that every LEGO Marvel mech is just that hero using Pym particles? Okay, I'm being a little goofy here, but you have to understand my frustration that the precedent for awesomeness was already laid out in 2016, and the bar has been set so high for what LEGO Marvel can do that when we get something like this, it honestly feels so uninspired and lazy that I can't help but rant about it a little bit. You guys know I'm not bashing for the sake of it. It's just because this is my favorite superhero from my favorite franchise from a dream set, and it breaks my heart to see that things are being done so lazily and without inspiration like this, especially when we know what the theme used to offer just a couple years ago. Anyway, we also get a new Iron Spider minifig, which is a much needed inclusion, since the one and only time this minifig was offered before this was 7 years ago in an equally expensive set, so I know fans of all ages will be super excited to have this one in their collections. It is a downgrade in the sense that we don't get arm printing this time around, but the dual molded legs are a very nice addition, even if there's no printing. I can take that as a win, and I'm very excited for this one for sure. As for the build, I do think it makes for a really nice display that'll look pretty decent on a shelf, but when we really look at it up close, what's going on here? Unlike the equally priced Civil War Airport Battle that's out now, or the similarly priced Age of Ultron diorama that's currently on store shelves, I don't see any real play value or story going on in this set. This isn't recreating the Trinity versus Thanos or all the heroes lined up to hear Cap say assemble. It's just random portals thrown around with heroes all attacking Thanos. No Outriders, no Ant-Man's van. Heck, there isn't even an Infinity Gauntlet in this set, let alone a Stark Nano Gauntlet. There's no Thor to recreate the Trinity battle scenes, no Gauntlet for the I Am Inevitable scene, and you can't even do the I Am Iron Man scene, so it's literally just a $100 minifig pack that gives us a bunch of reused minifigs, several of which are inaccurate, and doesn't really strive to do anything memorable or new here. Although I wasn't a huge fan of the set at the time, winding back to 2021's Endgame Final Battle, at least that set had almost everything we're talking about here. It came with all three of the main Avengers for the final battle to do those Trinity scenes. It came with a Nano Gauntlet, accurate minifigs, many of which actually debuted in this set and or the wave of sets, but to be fair, were used elsewhere in a lot of cases. And it offered enough play value for adult collectors to justify the purchase, as well as play value for kids to enjoy it too. The 2025 set we're looking at here just feels like a display model without any real play value, not to mention a kind of rough one at that, considering this set doesn't offer anywhere near the minifig draw that the 2021 version did, and it's basically the exact same scene being recreated in two different ways. Guys, I really want to like this set, and hopefully when it releases, I can build it firsthand and my mind will change when I see it in person, but to me, there are so many little things that could have made this better, and it just doesn't hold up to the hype I'd hoped for in my heart. When we look at it and you see little things like the Avengers logo having mismatched colors in it for some reason, Captain America's broken shield just being printed and not actually broken, I get that that would require a new piece mold, but my point stands that this set just falls short in a lot of places. That said, I don't think it's fair for me to say everything wrong with this set without also sitting down and offering a better way it could have been done. So imagine this. Let's break this one set up into 5 individual sets, all priced insanely high like LEGO Marvel likes to do, but with no repeat minifigs and offering every main hero from Avengers Endgame. And let's give them all little bases like this set has, so if you buy them all, they can connect into one ginormous diorama. Now, I'm not going to propose the prices since LEGO's going to LEGO, but the centerpiece would be the Trinity battle with Iron Man, Cap, Thor, and Thanos, and this center battleground would have connector pieces that would link up with all the following sets. My next idea is Ant-Man's van. As you can see, I just kind of included some random heroes here, but the point is to show that if you broke this one diorama into multiple sets, we could get everyone. The next idea is to remake the Sanctuary 2 set, obviously not built to scale like the movie, but cool nonetheless. Captain Marvel could be flying high above, while Spider-Man and Black Panther are connected to the ground piece running interception on the Nano Gauntlet. Meanwhile, there's the Giant Man set that would come with a bunch of Avengers versus Chitauri, preferably some flying Avengers to help show Giant Man's scale. We could even redo the Leviathan, but since that's on store shelves right now, that's kind of cheating. The last idea I had would be to do the Avengers compound, but for something different, do the Time Machine room where the remaining Avengers that were tied to the Time Machine and or trapped in the compound when it collapsed would be included. Again, this would cost us, the consumers, more money than the $100 bill that this diorama would cost, but at the same time, it would offer every main Avenger rather than a bunch of repeated and inaccurate minifigs, and I think we would all be way more excited about 5 individual sets that cost more than one kinda uninspired set that costs less and gives us a bunch of repeat inaccurate minifigs. Let me know what you think of this idea. I'm pretty excited by it. Guys, I also realized this video was a lot more of a rant than you're used to from me, but you know I love LEGO Marvel with all my heart, to the point that I've dedicated 10 years of my entire life to making content primarily around this theme. I've been here as a collector since the 2002 Tobey Maguire sets came out when I was a kid, and I've spent a lifetime invested in this theme in particular, so I've watched it grow, evolve, and become everything it's been and what it is today. To me, after 2 decades of LEGO Marvel, I feel that this set has very little care put into it and really shouldn't be acceptable to us as the fans. And it's okay for us to love LEGO, to love Marvel, and to love LEGO Marvel, and at the same time also strive for the best that the theme can offer us with all due respect. This isn't a hate video, and it's just one fan's desperate plea for the theme to reach higher, offer more of what it used to, and in all honesty, just do better. Because I know that they can, we all know that they can, because they've shown us before, and when they do, we'll all be there on day one to support and patronize the theme that we love most. Nuff said.